Hello, everyone. Here to share why I voted for Dr. Jill Stien and why I think you should vote for her too. Aside from the character differences between her, Kamala Harris, and Donald Trump, and aside from the fact that she is the one who is consistent, has been consistent, and steadfast and committed to her values, American values, and human values, which are very important when you pick a president. Aside from all these, obvious differences between her and the other two candidates, let me start by saying the two other candidates are simply the candidate of the machine. Democratic systems are known to be vulnerable to the three I's: influence, infiltration, and invalidation. By the time these three have set their number on any democracy, they would turn it effectively to a machine owned and operated by the wealthy and the special interest.orgs. The wealthy, the special interest.org, the machine here, will pick the candidate, will promote the candidate, and will spend money to campaign for the candidate because in democratic system, you need a lot of funds in actually to run a campaign. The campaigns with the least fundings are the ones not presented to you by the machine. You might as well think about them and pick them if you are an anti-machine person. Regardless which president you pick, or which speaker behind the podium you select for this country will be heading to war, will be heading to economic disasters, will be heading to moral disasters, and it's really old. It needs someone who actually cares for it, needs someone with undivided commitment toward it and toward its people, undivided between own interest, the machine interest, and a little bit for this country and some other countries out there. The candidate with the undivided commitment that I see so far is Dr. Jill Stien, and for this reason, I highly recommend that you vote for her. This election is about you. It's not really about picking the winner. It's about clearing your conscience and doing the right thing by yourself, by your family, by this country, and by this land. And to draw a simple analogy that's accessible to all Americans from the very industry that currently supports Kamala Harris, that is being Hollywood, the movie industry. In movies where there is a struggle, a fight between the machine and the resistance, you find yourself picking the side of the machine or the resistance. Most of us pick the side of the resistance because it's the human thing to do. By nature, we know the machine is stronger and more powerful, but we always pick the resistance. So why in real life, as you have this power in your hand, that's your voting ballot, why you pick the side of the machine? Ask yourself. Because Dr. Jill Stien, the third-party candidates, all third-party candidates, matter of fact, are essentially the candidates of the resistance. They are not funded by the machine, not supported by the machine. They don't owe the machine. Matter of fact, the machine hates them, don't want them in the race, and it has already spoken against them. So, pick your side wisely, pick the human side, pick the right thing, do the right thing for yourself, your family, future generation, for this land, for this country, for these people here. And let me share with you a rule of thumb that I found to be very helpful in discerning truthful from untruthful people. That is, those who are speaking against their own personal interest are likely telling you the truth. And Dr. Jill Stien, for one, spoken against AIPAC and spoken for Palestine. And these topics are fatal when it comes to elections and campaigning. They are taboos. We are not supposed to speak about them here in the United States. So she effectively was speaking against her own personal interest, maybe even against her own safety and her family's safety. The other two candidates did not. They were always beating around the bush and staying away and steering away from this topic, or swinging between saying it this way or the other way. And for me, that's exactly them telling me how not willing they are to speak against their own personal interest. And for this reason, I don't think they are truthful. And I think she is.